Born without the lower half of his body, Johnny Eck became one of the most famous sideshow performers in America and starred in the controversial film Freaks, 1920s. British soldiers posing in front of the Sphinx at Giza, 1920. Alaska Airlines flight attendant uniform, 1970s, United States. A little girl calling on telephone at phone booth, 1960s, Japan. Women carrying sheaves of papyrus, Bedouins, late 19th century. An American soldier carries an injured Filipina girl through the rubble of Manila, 23 February, 1945. H.R. Geiger wearing his self-created safety pin sunglasses, 1979. A 45mm gun supports the attack of Soviet soldiers near the railway station in Rostov-on-Don, 1943. Police officers performing motorcycle stunts, 1940. Steam rises from hot water in a river following the aftermath of the eruption of Mount St. Helens on May 19, 1980. Soviet soldiers at a window during the storming of Berlin, World War II. Group of Moriori, the indigenous people of the Chatham Islands, Rakohu, taken in 1877. Native Hawaiian dancer performs while other women keep rhythm with gourds, 1924. Two sumo wrestlers, Japan, 1880. World War II, German soldiers fooling around in the barracks. HMS M2, the submarine aircraft carrier during trials in 1923. Young woman with bound feet, China, 1905. Unidentified soldiers in Union uniforms holding cigars in each other's mouths, 1864. Wehrmacht mountain rangers on the summit of Elbrus, 1942. "15 women in mini-skirts wait to board a BMC Mini outside University Motors in London, 1966. They are about to break last year's world record for passengers in a Mini, established the year before by American college students. Mogadishu during the 1993 fighting. Joan Collins takes a break while painting the kitchen of her new Beaumont Drive home in Beverly Hills, 1979. A demonstration in Los Angeles. Asian Americans protesting United States involvement in the Vietnam War and calling for peace, 1971. Train wreck, probably New Haven Railroad near South Station, Boston, with twin chimneys of Neyland Street power plant in background. Traffic policeman in Tiananmen Square in Beijing, China, during the Cultural Revolution, 1973. Behind him are two large pictures of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. The Imperial Japanese Navy Special Naval Landing Forces troops in gas masks prepare for an advance in the rubble of Shanghai, China, 1937. (1944) Parade in honor of the liberation of Paris. Italian troops in a cactus field in Tunisia, 1943. Carol Morris, known as Miss Iowa, 1954, Miss USA 1956, and Miss Universe 1956. Ultra-wide-legged pants, fashion 1970s. By the late 1800s, many Victorian women often grew their hair long. Victorian woman, 1890s. A behind-the-scenes photo from Airplane, 1979-1980. (1930s) Jewish Berber woman, Morocco. Delegates of the Miss Universe pageant of 1952 in Long Beach, California, United States. Female Indian telephone switchboard operator, Helen, of Many Glacier Hotel, 26 June 1925. Looping roller coasters were popular in the early 1900s, having been first introduced in 1848. But because of rider discomfort and high G-forces, they had disappeared by the Great Depression. A Russian soldier with a T-26B light tank surrendering during an unspecified battle. A young girl looks after her baby sister in the poverty of cholera-ravaged streets of Spitalfields in the East End of London, 1886. Linda Carter, Emmys 1977. October 1934. A young Etonian test drives the world's smallest car during a demonstration at Eton College. Mrs. Paul Titus, 77-year-old air raid spotter of Bucks County, Pennsylvania, carries a gun as she patrols her beat on December 20th, 1941. Ladies sharing some beers during a get-together circa 1890s. October 13th, 2001. Afghani woman picking up the bags of supplies dropped by the American Army. Mike Tyson and Cus D'Amato, American boxing trainer, 1980s. Young prisoner of the Auschwitz concentration camp, Ivan Rybalka. Countess Alice de Janzé with her lion cub, Samson, circa 1930. The Countess was part of the Happy Valley Set, a group of wealthy expats that built a community in Kenya. Polish resistance veterans of the Warsaw Uprising, 1944, pictures then and now. The largest cielo, circa 1925. In 1996, the Port Arthur massacre in Australia began. Australia immediately went about reforming gun laws, and around 650,000 firearms were collected and destroyed. This photo shows some of the guns collected. Aftermath of deadly Beirut barracks bombing. Hezbollah bombers detonated truck bombs at the United States and French Marine barracks in Beirut. 1983. The aftermath when the IRA launched a mortar bomb attack in Downing Street, London. 1991. This photograph is not of an actual event, but a composite image created by photographer C.S. Woodruff by combining several negatives. Portland, Oregon, 1920. Aircraft ANT-9 Crocodile. Elementary school students participating in the protest march in Beijing on May 15, 1989. In 1915, the SS Eastland capsized on the Chicago River. Fitness figure Lenda Murray during her peak as Queen of Miss Olympia during the first half of the 1990s, one of the few to win it 8 times. Tibetan skeleton dance, 1925. German soldiers react to footage of concentration camps, 1945. Classes in a destroyed school, Angola, 1997. A woman smiling and goofing around while taking photos, late 1800s. Man with a hunting falcon. Bedouins, late 19th century. Palestinian Christian family with an Orthodox priest. Ramallah, Palestine, 1900. The Flatiron Building under construction, New York City, circa 1902. United States President Jimmy Carter enjoying a dance by Egyptian actress Nagwa Fouad in Egypt in 1979. Space dresses popular in the 1970s. Cheryl Ladd, 1979. Charlie Chaplin and Lita Gray. Michio Asanuma, far-right activist and distant relative of Inajiro Asanuma, street-speaking in Shinjuku Station, 1950s. German soldier mocking a Lenin statue, 1942. The Miniature Railway, Coney Island, New York, circa 1905. English communists demonstrate in London, 1936. Excavations in Pompeii, 1961. A woman uses a hand-cranked battery charger to charge her electric car, 1912. Refugee Agim Shala, 2 years old, who was passed on to the hands of her grandparents at a camp in Albania run by UAE. Kosovo, 1999. Snake charmers, Sri Lanka, 1880s. A Cambodian woman in the 60s. Egypt, 1939. Soldiers of 11th Battalion posing on the Great Pyramid of Giza on 10 January 1915, prior to the landing at Gallipoli. Festival of folk singers and storytellers in the village of Gali. Children listen to a performance by poet Rasul Gamzatovich Gamzatov. Dagestan, ASSR, 1972. A Sopwith camel forced down and photographed at Clapham Junction at Zillebeke, Flanders, Belgium, 26 September 1917. Gennaro Ciprio and fellow bodyguards of Joe Colombo tackle an innocent bystander after their boss had been shot. Colombo was shot in the head and critically injured but lived in paralysis until his death in 1978. Guard Senior Lieutenant Dmitry Uslugin with a checkboy on a T-34-85 tank. Prague, 1945. Alpha the Robot. This impressive chrome-plated steel robot, 6.4 feet tall and 1 ton in weight, was introduced in New York in 1934 by the firm R.H. Macy & Co. Andy Warhol was shot by a radical feminist in 1968. The bullet bounced around inside him, striking his stomach, spleen, liver, esophagus, and lungs. Three Powers elephants astound the holidaymakers at Skegness with a very professional game of cricket. 1st September 1936. Young America meets, while proud fathers look on approvingly, see 1923. Layla Khalid became one of the Arab world's first known female terrorists. Marilyn Monroe in one of her first jobs, a hostess for Holga Steel Company, Steel Files. Pan Pacific Auditorium, Los Angeles, California, 5 to 6 of September, 1945. French restaurant, 1907. Owning a fur coat in the 1920s-30s was a symbol of status, embraced by many people seeking to enhance their social standing. Four women attend a convention for former slaves in Washington, 1916. Zulu warrior, 19th century. Girls Rifle Team, University of Maryland, 1910-1925. Kamikaze attacks on HMS Formidable Okinawa, 1945. Betty Brosmer is the highest-paid pin-up star of the 1950s. A Paris metro station during a flood, 1910. Karafuto, Sakhalin. Ainu family behind their house in 1912. The Ainu were the indigenous people of Hokkaido and are essentially fully assimilated into Japanese culture, with only a handful of Ainu speakers left. Claude Monet in his studio at Giverny circa 1890. Oktoberfest Munich, 1900. African students in the USSR on Red Square. Butler's signal tower at Bermuda Hundred, Virginia, circa 1865. Signal towers, employed by both the Confederate and Union armies during the Civil War to transmit coded messages, used flags by day and torches by night. An Igbo separatist guerrilla near Onitsha, Biafra, Nigeria, April 1968. To prevent forest fires, Canadians decided to go beyond a simple warning, instead placing a gallows with a hanging cigarette on it in the park. See 1950s. Sydney Harbour Bridge construction, 1930. A British Martin Baltimore bomber bombs a railway junction in the Italian city of Sulmona, 1944. An American convoy of landing craft heads to Normandy. Each ship carries a barrage balloon to protect against German air attacks, 1944. A police officer restrains a demonstrator on the San Francisco State campus on December 3, 1968, amid a violent protest calling for wider ethnic representation in both courses offered and faculty hired. Wedding, England, 1940. The Ouled Nail, a tribe from the Atlas Mountains of Algeria. In the tribe, it's the women that have the power. They make their own money, marry people of their choice, and own their land. Angelina Jolie, 1996, photographed by Bettina Rhymes. Dyatlov Pass hikers. One of the last pictures taken of the party before brutally dying under strange circumstances in 1959. Milan, 1952. First telephone booths. Germany, 1941. A figure watching from inside and a German-Polish sign warning that no one may enter or leave due to typhus. A 106-year-old Jack Riddle and his wife, Rosie, both former slaves, seated in front of a group of Klansmen, including one dressed as Santa Claus, flanking a radio the group had reportedly given to the couple as a gift 1948. The Zeppelin airship after its crash. Bank of the Meisen River, France, 1918. Alain Delon with his mother, Paris, 1940. Kids at Home in San Antonio, 1939. Thylacines, Tasmanian tigers, at Beaumaris Zoo, Hobart, CA, 1918. Home economics class, 1920s. The Cultural Revolution in China, 1960s. Power shifted from local government and party organs to the Revolutionary Committee. Staff Sergeant Major Morgan and Dog, 1915. Giant plants on Maui Island, 1924, Hawaii, United States.